Hey guys, it's Jude from the Rings, here to answer your questions. Again, this is like part 2. So yeah, this is going to be split up into 3 parts. The questions that were asked specifically to me, the questions that were asked to everyone in the cast, and then just some random questions at the very end. So yeah, our first question is it hard for you to play such an aggressive character? The answer is no, not really, because like it's really easy for me to tap into those emotions. It just wasn't really hard. If anything, it was fun, and yeah, I'm not like a troubled child or anything. Don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't hard. If you had a ring, which one would you choose? I would totally choose Colton's ring. Colton has the ring of mind powers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's mind powers, and I just really like that ring. And I would not abuse my powers, unlike someone, Tyler. Tyler plays Colton, by the way, if you didn't know. Someone asked if my style was similar to Ashton's. The answer is yes, because all of the clothes that Ashton wears in the series are my clothes. They come from my closet. And yeah, thank you, American Eagle. Next question is, and someone said I look great in beanies, so thank you. I appreciate the kind compliment. A fan asked if I would marry them. No, I'm not really ready to get married yet. Not for like 10 years. Maybe not. Yeah, not for like 10, 12 years. I'm not getting married yet, boy. Last question, specifically for me, is what is Ashton's deal? And a lot of people think that Ashton is mean for the sake of being mean. But really, that's not the case. If you think about it, Ashton lost his best friend, and that's like really devastating for him, and he gets really sad about it, and then he takes it out on Noah, not because he wants to be mean to Noah, because he doesn't like Noah. He's mad because Noah doesn't want to hang out with him anymore. You know, Noah's moved on to bigger things in his life, and Ashton, he feels like he's been left behind, you know? Alright, so the next part we're doing is the questions that were asked to all of us. And our first question now is, who is least like their character? So I'd say there are 3 answers to this. Jordy, Rachel, and I are not like our characters at all. We all play super mean characters, and like Jordy and Rachel are so nice, and they're not mean at all, and it's kind of cool to see them play mean characters, honestly. How long have I been working on rings? I've been working on rings for over several months. I started, before summer even started, I had already been cast as Ashton, and yeah, a little while. My favorite book is probably Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That's like a really good book, and I just like the Harry Potter. I like the Harry Potter series. It's really good, and like the first book is like really easy to read, and it's a really good book. Thank you, J.K. Rowling. Someone asked how old am I? I am 14 years old at the moment. As of today, the 16th of September, it's a Saturday, which means I will be 15 in 14 days. Yesterday I was 15 in 15 days. Now I'm 15 in 14 days. So yeah, my birthday's October 1st. Someone asked if I had a middle name, and if so, what is it? My middle name is Timothy. If you guys follow me on Instagram or tag me in a lot of posts, then you know my middle name. My full name is Jude Timothy Harris. So yeah. Is your character's ring your favorite out of all of them? Haha. I don't have a ring. It's kind of sad. So the answer is no. If your character doesn't have a ring, what is their favorite? I already said it's Tyler's ring, Colton's ring, the mind powers. Do you think your character's ring identified with their personality too? I totally think that my ring identified with my personality, because I didn't have a ring and Ashton's a nobody, so makes total sense. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have 3 dogs, and again, if you follow me on Instagram, then like you see my dog all the time. 3 dogs. I've had so many animals. I had a rabbit at one point. I've had like 2 rabbits. I've had a bunch of dogs. I mean, the occasional frog that would last like 2 days, but yeah. If you have a ring, can you show us? Yes, there's my ring right there on my ring finger. It is beautiful and invisible. What is your favorite episode to watch and to film? My favorite episode to watch is probably episode 4. That's like a really cool episode because you learn about the OG8 and everything, and yeah, it's like a really cool episode. My favorite episode to film was episode 3 because like Ashton does some stuff in that. How was all the music made? Did the cast write and record it? If so, who? Yes, Julia writes music, and some of the music that she wrote was in Rings. Nobody else made music for Rings. Not all of the music was made by Julia, but some of it was. What is going on inside of Jordy's head? A lot of things are going on inside of Jordy's head all the time, and it's kind of crazy to think about everything, to try to think about everything that she's thinking about. She thinks about a lot, and if you're ever on set with her and she's like ignoring you a little bit, it's not because she doesn't like you, and it's not you. She's got all these things to worry about when she's on set, but she's like really awesome and she's really professional, and she's just so cool. And she gets everything done too, which is great. Favorite line? My favorite line from the show is when Noah is asking Ashton if he had seen Violet, and Ashton walks by and he goes, no, and I don't really care. So yeah, and that was one of my favorite lines. And then another one of my favorite lines, the runner-up to that, is when in episode 5, when Violet and Faith are fighting, and Ashton comes around the corner and he's like, "Whoa, this is quality entertainment." And then he walks away. And the reason this line is one of my favorites, or these next 2 lines, is because they're totally improv, and it's really cool that they made the final cut, and like improv is my favorite. So Ashton's walking away and he turns around and someone's like yelling at him. He goes, "Try me," and Jordy goes, "Bite me." And it's like really cool because it was totally improv. How do you feel about all of the support? I love all of the support, honestly. I think we all really appreciate the support that you guys give. It's really cool to go on Instagram and see like all of these people promoting us each Friday and supporting us and being really cool. It's awesome. I love the support. Favorite ship on the show? FOA, definitely, hands down, because like they're like really cute together. What has been your favorite scene to act in? My favorite scene to act in is probably when I punch Noah in the face. That was really fun. The reason it's one of my favorites is because that was the last day I filmed, and so it was really cool to go out with a bang. It was awesome, and a lot of people weren't expecting it, so it was nice to let all that out in that scene. Will Violet be the only scapegoat for Hannah and Colton to use? You'll have to watch Rings to find out. I'm not confirming nor denying anything. Could be a yes, could be a no. Who laughed the most during takes? All of us laughed a lot. I think I might have laughed the most during takes, because I like laugh all the time no matter what. Funny things would happen, I would laugh during takes. How long were shooting days? They were, maybe like 5 hours. Yeah, they weren't too long. Not at all. Something that Jordy says is, she's like, "Hey guys, if I say a scene's gonna take an hour, it's gonna take 30 minutes. And if I say it's gonna take 30 minutes, it's gonna take 15 minutes. And so, yeah, that's kind of what we go by. And yeah, that's really how it is, though. We knock out scenes we knock out scenes. What is your Hogwarts house? You, not your character. My Hogwarts house is definitely Gryffindor. What did you do on film breaks? I ate goldfish most of the time, and we live streamed. That was something we did, and that was a lot of fun. And if you watch those live streams, then you were very lucky, because a lot of cool things happened. And we like joke around and play and stuff. Well, not like play like little kids, but we'd mess around. Are you all safe from the hurricanes? Yeah, all of us in the cast and crew, we're safe from the hurricanes. We have friends and family that are affected by it. I know a lot of my family was definitely affected by Irma, but I was like safe from Irma. Like, I didn't have to worry about that girl. Like, she ain't coming towards me. Nope, nope, nope. Do you think at least one ship from the show could happen? If so, which one? The person also added, please say Ashlet, and the ship that I say is probably going to happen is FOA, because that's like the most logical one, and I don't know why I picked up FOA. That's the most logical one. That's like a no-brainer. And to the person who please said Ashlet, or please say Ashlet, I think the two characters together they'd be a cute couple, but outside of the show, that wouldn't happen. Jordy is one of my best friends. Yeah, she's just a really good friend. So you got friend zone, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, and it wouldn't happen outside of the show, but it could happen inside the show. If your character was the opposite gender, what do you think they would look like? Ashton, well, me, because like it's my face. Ashton would definitely look like my mom when my mom was my age. Like, hands down. My mom looked a lot like me when she was my age. If you, as yourself, were to find the box, what Rings character would you choose to help you? Faith, hands down. Like, she would be like my broski right there. Our last question for the questions that were asked to all of us is, what was your most embarrassing moment on set? My most embarrassing moment on set, so like I said, I ate a lot of goldfish, and actually my character Ashton loves goldfish as well, but when I'd get done with the goldfish, like, I'd still have the wrapper, and I couldn't just like eat the wrapper, because that's like dumb, and so I had to do something with the wrapper, so I'd always crumble up the wrapper right, and I'd LeBron James that thing right into the trash can. Not really, because I'm like horrible at basketball, and I'd always miss. Like 99% of the time, I would miss the trash can, and the 1% of the time that I didn't miss the trash can is when I picked up the trash and put it in the trash can. So that was like really embarrassing, but I just like embraced it, and I kept missing, and I didn't really care what other people thought, and anytime I did make it, it was like this big deal. Like, oh my gosh, Jude actually did that. And it was really funny too. So these are like the silly questions that people asked. And the first one is, if a unicorn and a dinosaur were together, what would their ship name be? And their ship name would be like Unisaurus Rex, or Dinocorn, or Triunitops, or Unidactyl, or like Stegosaurus, or there'd be a lot of crazy ones. Are cheese-flavored foods still considered cheese? No, not at all. No. I mean, I like Doritos and I like goldfish, but like the thought of like cheese-flavored foods being cheese is like that. I don't like that at all. My camera is about to stop recording because it's been going for 18 minutes. All right. How many birds can you name in 15 seconds? We'll set a timer right now, and let's do this. How many birds can I name in 15 seconds? Let me think about it for a second. Okay, that's probably cheating. Ready? And go. Alright, Woody Woodpecker, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, Daffy Duck, the American Eagle, an emu, an ostrich, a chicken, and a blue jay, and a cardinal, and a robin, and a Batman. And that was 17 seconds. Yeah, that voice cracked though. Yeah. So those were all the questions that you guys had for me. and I had a lot of fun answering your questions, and I'm totally down to answer more questions whenever you guys have any. You can message me on Instagram if you have any questions, or just I may live stream. I don't live stream that often, but when I do, you guys can ask me questions. Peace out, dudes. Hey, 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 ooh, 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 hey, hey. I'm cringy. Ha.